be speaking to persuade you to not drink and drive. Naomi, 15, and Ashley, 13, are two normal teenagers like you and I, with a world of possibilities ahead of them. Who knew on a beautiful, sunny July day, all their possibilities would be gone? They died that day. Why, you might ask? Because Josh Malgrim, a 33-year-old man, crashed into Naomi and Ashley as they were walking down the street. Joshua was driving under the influence. In fact, his blood alcohol level was 0.18%, which is twice the legal limit. Now, for the next 20 years of his life, he will be in jail, missing out on his wife and 2 children's lives. But you know what's even worse? Joshua Malgrim has to live knowing he killed 2 innocent teenage girls and tore their families apart forever, all because he chose to drink and drive. Alcohol-impaired driving fatalities accounted for 31% of the total traffic fatalities in the year 2013. This may not seem like much, but on average, one person dies in a drunken driving accident every 53 minutes. That equates to 27 people every single day. Most individuals say, "It won't happen to me," but you just wait because your time is coming. The MADD webpage says that a person will drive 80 times under the influence before their first arrest. The National Highway Traffic Administration says that in 2013, 32,719 people died in motor vehicle crashes. Of those, 10,076 people were killed in drunken driving accidents. Statistics seem to mean so little to most, but they are simply the proof that driving under the influence is a major problem. Behind all the statistics lie the charges a drunk driver will face. Consequences of this crime vary from state to state. The North Dakota Department of Transportation webpage states the charges with each offense. A drunk driver's first offense is a Class B misdemeanor. He or she will be fined $500 if their blood alcohol level is below 0.16. He or she will spend 2 days in prison and will be fined $750 if it is higher than 0.16. The driver will have a suspended license for 91 days if the blood alcohol level is under 0.18, and if it is higher, he or she will have a suspended license for 180 days. The second offense is still a Class B misdemeanor, serving 10 days in prison with a $1,500 fine. He or she will have a suspended license for 1 year if the blood alcohol level is under 0.18, and 2 years if it is higher. Like everything else with each offense, the penalty only gets worse. On the third offense, it is considered to be a Class A misdemeanor. The driver will serve 120 days in prison with a $2,000 fine. He or she will also have 1 year of supervised probation. And of course, a suspended license for 2 years if the blood alcohol level is under 0.18, and a 3-year suspension if it is higher than 0.18. See the trend? If a person refuses to submit blood, breath, or urine, he or she could serve a minimum of 180 days, up to 3 years of revocation of driving privileges. That's not all though. If someone is hurt due to an individual driving under the influence, the driver can be charged with criminal vehicular injury. This can result up to 5 years in prison. Driving under the influence does not just cause fines, jail time, probation, and revoked license. It causes tragedies. It causes families to be torn apart. It causes death. Criminal vehicular homicide is when a drunk driver kills someone. If someone is killed, the drunken driver can serve up to 20 years in prison. Does it sound worth it yet? There aren't always 2 sides to a car accident. Not every accident has a victim and a criminal, but this one does. Driving under the influence and killing someone is a crime. When someone is killed, they are the victim. Therefore, there are 2 points of view to look from. Driving under the influence brings up several obstacles in one's life. Like I had mentioned earlier, it causes fines, jail time, revoked license, and death. People have trouble paying monthly bills, so why waste money on an unnecessary fine? Jail time takes you away from everything you've ever worked for in your life. Everything that means the most to you, whether it's your career, family, or hobby, is all taken away. Imagine if you couldn't even legally drive your own son or daughter to school because you chose to drive under the influence. Sounds horrible. For as horrible as it sounds, somewhere along the line these things can all be fixed, if you work hard at them again. Death can't be fixed. Whomever you killed in that accident will haunt you for the rest of your life. There is no escaping. Getting behind the wheel might just be your next biggest fear. Don't let that happen, and designate a driver. Now put yourselves in the shoes of the family of the loved ones that was dead. Where does the grieving end? For some, it never does. If you haven't grasped the concept yet, I think it's a common knowledge that drinking and driving is a crime with serious penalties. However, it is preventable. One of the most effective ways to prevent drunk driving is to plan ahead. Take public transportation, call a taxi, or designate a driver in the beginning of the night. Naomi, Ashley, and Joshua's lives will never be the same. Naomi and Ashley have no life to live anymore, and Joshua has to deal with knowing that for the rest of his life. Don't put yourself in those circumstances and designate a driver.